Working Class Beer Reviews is looking at Space Camper Quantum Hop IPA by Boulevard Brewing Company. I'm inside my living room here. It's dark and it's rainy outside, so I couldn't do it outside. As always, before we get started, let's give this a shot and pour it into this globe glass here that I like to do IPAs in sometime. Now this has been sitting on the counter a little bit, so it's not like ice cold, but it's still cool. And I'll tell you why I think that's all right. I actually have the box. I bought a 6-pack of this. It comes in a cardboard box. I did see one of those 19.2 ounce cans at break time, and that's how I recognized it, but I didn't grab one at the time. But I was at a discount liquor and I saw this 6-pack and it was $9.99, which is about the going price for craft beer. So this is the description from the company. It says the Space Camper IPA saga has traversed the far reaches of aroma and flavor, protecting the mind and palate, bending alternate universes of intergalactic India Pale Ales. So obviously they're going for kind of a Star Wars type vibe here. From the remote corners of these alternate realities, Space Camper has taken a jump, a leap, a hop through time and space itself, and has emerged as a bigger and bolder hero. So flavor profile: aroma is fruity hops with strong peach, berry, and tropical fruits. Malt is soft, subtle, slightly sweet. And hops is bright notes of fruit and minimal upfront bitterness. So we'll see how that works out. Astronomically approachable at 9.5 ABV. So we're getting into above, well, it's kind of like the Fruit Force IPA by New Belgium, the Voodoo Ranger. So a powerhouse of Citra, Mosaic, and Dorado hops flavors, offering an infinitely interesting notes of grapefruit, pineapple, peach, and berry, and incredible drinkability. You can go to the Boulevard website and it'll probably say the same thing. It doesn't say anything about what malts are used, so I'm not exactly sure, but 9.5 obviously uses a lot of malts. The head dissipated very quickly, so let's top it off just a little bit. Let's see what we got here. A little bit of light here in the living room. It is a dark golden, slightly hazy, not as hazy as some of the others. So yeah, this the Space Camper, if you can see this is like pretty much Boulevard's style of what everybody else is doing, what New Belgium's doing with the Voodoo Ranger, and Goose Island is with the Beer Hug. So they just start with a base IPA and then you just kind of play with it from there. I have done videos of other variations of the Space Camper. This is the first time trying this, so I'm going at this blind. So we saw the visual. It looks good. Let's give it a smell. Oh, foam, a little bit of foam in there. Yeah, definitely fruity. Yeah, I can smell the tropical fruit. A little bit of grain, muskiness. But overall, yeah, just kind of like a fruity hop kind of aroma. So it's not bad, not a bad aroma, not overly strong. So let's, it says that it's not going to be bitter up front, so we're about to find out. Let's give it a taste. Okay, they're right about that. It's not overly bitter up front, so 9.5. No, you wouldn't tell that because it's not overly heavy. Like with the Juice Force and the Fruit Force, or the Tropical New Belgium, they're so heavy and sweet up front that it's kind of off-putting. So one thing I didn't like about them, as opposed to the regular Imperial Voodoo Ranger, I do like that one, and it's at 9%. So this is 9.5, and no, it's not overly heavy or sweet. Not like candy sweet. It does have some obvious sweetness, as it should for that strength. honestly, for a first try, it's pretty good. I might have to keep an eye out for this. And yeah, this definitely rivals the Voodoo Ranger, the Imperial Voodoo Ranger. Regular Voodoo Ranger is 7, Imperial's at 9. The regular Space Camper, I want to say it's at 5.9. So, which is for an IPA, that's pretty, baseline. Yeah, I definitely would try this again. I would say it's comparable to some of the beer hugs as well, because not all the beer hug, the neon, or no, tropical beer hug, I want to say is the one that's like over 9%, and it's for lack of a better term, bearable, because it's not overly sweet. When they get overly sweet, like the Fruit Force tasted kind of like Hawaiian Punch, and I didn't really care for that because I'm not into the really, really sweet stuff. So yeah, I don't really rate beers, but I would say this is very excellent brew. We'll definitely keep an eye out for this. And I'm sure if this becomes popular and becomes in their regular rotation, they'll probably have offshoots of it in different flavors, things like that. So we'll just it remains to be seen. This is fairly new. I did not see a date. Sometimes Boulevard is good about dates, but let's check the box. Not seeing a date, so I can't tell. I'm certain this is fresh or within the freshness date. Oh wait, here we go. Best by. Oh, okay. I stand corrected. Best by May 18th of 2024. So we're at the last day of May right now, and so we're just a little over the freshness date. Obviously, at 9.5%, that's really not going to be a problem as far as freshness. Now the hoppiness may not be where they planned on it being, because usually with these IPAs they want you to drink it as fresh as possible, so it's as hoppy as possible. That'll dissipate over time, but a matter of weeks or a couple weeks past, or beyond what they were hoping for, isn't that big of a deal. So I'm not overly concerned about that. But anyway, yeah, if you live in the Midwest, or if Boulevard is distributed in your area, I think you'd probably enjoy this if you're an IPA enjoyer. So if you guys have tried any of the Space Camper, if you've seen the Quantum Hop IPA, please let me know in the comments. And what do you think of the company overall? And thank you guys for watching this, and I will see you guys later.